Welcome back to Pride Reviews. Netflix has introduced us to some amazing LGBTQ+ couples over the years. Some are recently added. The streaming service immediately hit us with queer-inclusive shows. When they first started producing original content, more recent hit shows such as Young Royals and Heartstopper have solidified Netflix as a pretty inclusive place when it comes to romantic gay storylines. Just like all relationships in real life, most of these gay couples on Netflix TV shows weren't exactly always perfect for each other. Most of them went through a lot of hardships, obstacles, distractions, and crisis. Some of them had happy endings, others not so much. Do let me know in the comments which of these couples are your all-time favorites. So here's the 15 best gay couples on original TV shows from Netflix. But before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. In the Netflix series Queen Charlotte, a Bridgerton story, Brimsley and Reynolds are two royal footmen with a secret relationship. Brimsley, Queen Charlotte's right-hand man, played by Sam Clement. Reynolds, King George III's valet, played by Freddie Dennis. Brimsley and Reynolds' relationship is a prominent storyline in the 1760s scenes of the show and is the first prominent queer romance in the Bridgerton world. The couple share a bath and dance together at a ball in the season finale. However, they're forced to live apart due to King George's medical struggles. The series leaves viewers wondering where Reynolds is at the end. In an interview with Vulture, Hugh Sachs, who plays the older Brimsley, said that a cut scene was planned where he would meet the older Reynolds. Sachs said that Reynolds was the love of Brimsley's life, but they could not stay together. In the series The Devil Himself, Nathan and Gabriel are friends who help each other during Nathan's quest to discover himself and survive a witch hunt. Nathan, the illegitimate son of Marcus Edge, a powerful blood witch, Nathan is monitored by the Fairborn witches for signs that he will follow in his father's footsteps. Nathan is caught in the middle of a war between the Fairborns and the Blood Witches and must navigate the hatred of both sides. Gabriel, a blood witch, Gabriel is unapologetically queer, and his bold nature helps push the boundaries of queer representation in the series. Gabriel becomes lost in his memories after being controlled by Mercury, but his memory returns when he reads Nathan's name in his notebook. Gabriel sets out to save Nathan by stealing a vial from a blood bank that Nathan needs to survive past his 17th birthday. Nathan and Gabriel form an alliance with Annalise, a Fairborn witch, as they journey together. The show's main draw is the dynamic between the three characters. The Devil Himself is based on Sally Green's Half-Bad trilogy and was brought to television by Joe Barton. Netflix series Smiley is about Alex and Bruno, two men who meet after Alex accidentally sends a voice message meant for his boyfriend to Bruno, a stranger. Smiley is a romantic comedy series about two men looking for love in Barcelona. The show stars Carlos Cuevas as Alex and Mickey Esparb as Bruno. Alex has just fallen out of love. He had his hopes up with a guy who, after a few weeks, has given him a textbook ghosting, and that doesn't sit well with him. He picks up the phone and sets out to ask for explanations with a voice message that will have the most unexpected consequences. First Kill on Netflix follows the relationship between Juliette Fairmont and Calliope Burns, two teenage girls who fall in love despite their families' attempts to keep them apart. Juliette Fairmont, a legacy vampire who must make her first kill to join her powerful family and become an adult. Juliette struggles with her bloodlust and believes killing humans is wrong. Calliope Burns, a monster hunter from a family of celebrated slayers who must kill her first monster to gain her family's approval. Juliette and Calliope's relationship begins in First Date and ends in First Betrayal. Their connection is solidified after Juliette bites Calliope, unknowingly connecting them psychically. The series follows Juliette and Calliope as they experience many firsts together, including their first kiss, First Argument, and First Grisly Murders. In the Swedish TV show Young Royals, the storyline of Prince Wilhelm and Simon is a secret romance between two students at the prestigious boarding school Hillerska. Wilhelm and Simon meet at Hillerska and develop a relationship. The relationship affects everyone around them and is constantly in the public eye. At the end of Season 2, Wilhelm publicly confesses to being in a leaked tape with Simon. Wilhelm's abdication is the culmination of a multi-season arc that begins with the death of his older brother, Crown Prince Eric. Wilhelm learns that Eric was involved in homophobic hazing rituals, which forces him to question whether Eric would have accepted his sexuality. Young Royals is a coming-of-age show that also addresses other topics such as homophobia, mental illness, eating disorders, and drug addiction. Omar and Ander in the Netflix series Elite with a complex relationship that includes cancer, strained family relationships, and an anonymous hookup. Omar is from a traditional Muslim family and works in his parents' corner store, while Ander is from an upper-middle-class family. Both have strained relationships with their fathers, which helps them bond. Omar and Ander's relationship seems to be going well at the beginning of Season 3, but Ander's cancer diagnosis and treatment cause friction. Ander unconsciously pushes Omar away while he deals with being sick, but Omar is supportive throughout. Ander sets up a profile on a gay chat site and meets up with another guy anonymously. When Ander arrives, he's surprised to see that it's Omar. Omar is shocked and leaves without speaking. Heartstopper is a coming-of-age series written by Alice Oseman that explores love, friendship, and loyalty. It's available to stream on Netflix. Nick and Charlie in Heartstopper is about the friendship and romance between two boys who attend the same school. Nick and Charlie are made to sit together in class, and they discover that their friendship may be something more. The two boys drift closer together and eventually share a kiss. However, Nick leaves Charlie behind when he hears his friends looking for him. Charlie becomes anxious about the year apart when Nick mentions his plans to leave town. Charlie tries to distract himself and Nick from the future, but he feels worse each time he lies to Nick. The story is driven forward by a steady buildup of tension. Netflix series Sex Education. The relationship between Eric F. Young, Nudie Gatwa, and Adam Groff, Connor Swindells, is characterized by abuse, heartbreak, and a controversial breakup. Adam is a violent homophobe who abuses Eric verbally and physically because of his sexuality. Eric becomes withdrawn and loses his spark in Adam's presence. The relationship between Adam and Eric is a long and winding road from bullying to hand-holding. Some say that the Adam and Eric relationship is problematic because it promotes the narrative that violent homophobes are closeted gay people. Others say that the breakup is a happy beginning, and that Eric and Adam's relationship is more than a romantic one. In the 2019 Netflix miniseries Tales of the City, Michael Tolliver and Ben Marshall have a relationship that explores different perspectives on the world and the importance of bridging those perspectives. Michael, a sweet and personable gay man who is known to his friends as Mouse. Michael struggles with the decision to stop using precautions with Ben, who is on PrEP. A night with Michael's old friend stirs up drama between him and Ben. Michael and Ben's relationship deals with different perspectives of the world from different generations. Some say that it's important to bridge those perspectives and learn from each other. The Only One is a new Taiwanese TV series about two high school students who become stepbrothers and develop a forbidden attraction. A high school transfer student and his classmate become stepbrothers when their parents marry. The series follows their romance, family dynamics, and the challenges of adapting to their new life. Zhang Tian is a smart, solitary student who lives with his mother. His world changes when Sheng Wang, a popular and wealthy new student, transfers to his school. The two become rivals, but their relationship becomes more complicated when Sheng Wang's father plans to marry Jiang Tian's mother. Sense8 is a weird mess of a show that is notoriously slow to grab its viewers' attention. Most people either love it or hate it by episode 3 or 4. I was completely apathetic at the end of episode 1 and fanatically obsessed by the end of episode 2. What hooked me? The romances, and how the romances hook into the idea that people need to connect to other people in order to emotionally and physically survive. Lito is a gay actor living with his boyfriend Hernando Fuentes in Mexico City. Upon his secret relationship being revealed to his beard Daniela Velasquez, Lito houses her from her abusive boyfriend Joaquin Flores, though he soon meets with him during his filming. The Secret of the River is the new Netflix series that explores themes of gender identity and the LGBTQ+ community. The series follows two boys, Eric and Manuel, who witness a death in their small village in Oaxaca, Mexico. The secret of the death forges an unbreakable bond between them. 20 years later, the two cross paths again, but Eric is now a woman named Sikaru. The two must confront their past and their problems in the present. Trinidad Gonzalez plays Sikaru in her first acting role. The series also explores the Zapotec indigenous culture in Oaxaca, where many people identify as a third gender and are referred to as muxes. In the Black Mirror episode San Junipero, Yorkie and Kelly are tourists who develop a romance in the virtual world of San Junipero. Yorkie, a bespectacled tourist played by Mackenzie Davis. Yorkie is paralyzed after crashing her car when she came out to her conservative family at age 21. She wants to be euthanized so she can live in San Junipero permanently, but her family objects. Kelly, a purple-clad tourist played by Gugu Mbatha-Raw. Kelly visits Yorkie in the real world and learns about her situation. Kelly offers to marry her so she can consent to Yorkie's euthanasia. She accepts, and Kelly authorizes her euthanasia. The episode has a passionate fan group, especially among LGBTQ+ audiences. Fans have created fan art and fem/fiction that extend the story beyond the original narrative. In the Netflix series Lucifer, Maze and Eve have a bisexual storyline that some say is meaningful and grounded in reality. Eve admits to feeling a connection to Maze, but she's not in a place to date after almost releasing Hell on Earth. Maze is left brokenhearted, but at least knows that she didn't imagine the whole thing. Some viewers say it's grounded in reality. It's about a demon from hell and the first woman on Earth. Lucifer is a fantasy police procedural comedy drama series that ran on Netflix after being canceled by Fox. The series is about the devil, who relocates to Los Angeles and opens a nightclub, where he forms a connection with a homicide detective. In the Netflix prison drama Orange is the New Black, Posse Washington and Brooke develop a romantic relationship in Season 4. Posse and Brooke's relationship is threatened when Brooke tells Judy a stereotypical story about her background. Brooke tells Judy that Posse's mother was a drug addict. Posse and Brooke realize that they don't know each other very well and resolve to learn more about each other's backgrounds. She is fatally suffocated by a guard during a prison riot in the penultimate episode of Season 4. Her death echoes the 2014 chokehold death of Eric Garner by New York City police officers.